Okay, welcome back again. My name is Cory Weikel, Realtor in Jacksonville, Florida, St. Johns County, Florida. Today we're going to be doing an update on the Zillow Premier Agent Advertising or marketing program. We are just over a third of the way through the month of my initial contract, so we're at 11 days right now, so I thought it'd be a good roughly even of a third of the month to kind of go over it. So far, I've gotten 3 calls and 2 emails, or what they call nurture. It is on track for the month. I was supposed to get 6.2 calls and emails. I'm supposed to get 7.4, so it is on track. It says I'm at 100% of my answer, but I was actually with a client this morning, and I did miss 1 call this morning. And then there was a call probably about 30 minutes ago of someone wanting to tour a new construction, but when the Zillow people tried to connect me, they got disconnected and they were unable to reconnect with the people. My thinking is that the person probably realized that it was a vacant lot and there's nothing to tour, and they just hung up and didn't answer when they called back. So those were the 2 that happened today. That one that I was busy for, and the other one that I don't think is going to count against me as one of my contacts. It shouldn't, but I guess we'll see. So let's actually talk about the calls I've gotten. So I've gotten 3 calls from prospective clients. One was someone wanting more information on a investment property in Riverside, Florida, a Riverside neighborhood of Jacksonville. It was for a $2 million investment property. They wanted additional information on it, so we did that. I did that. We had to sign NDAs to get the information. He was very upfront, saying that he was just looking for information. He didn't have the required down payment that you would need, and I knew that right away because he was upfront about it. But of course, I still went through all the steps of doing the right things and getting all the information for him, because even though this one wasn't going to work out, he was from out of state. He said he was planning on moving down to Jacksonville eventually. So hopefully with the continued contact over however weeks, months it is, that eventually I do close a deal with him. So that's going to be one that we'll be looking at for the future. And that's something that will have to be tracked over 6 to 12 months. So that I would call a medium to poor lead. I'm calling it a poor lead, a poor short-term lead, medium long-term lead, because it was someone calling that wasn't even qualified for the property to actually purchase it. The next one was an individual who was calling on a property that was contingent and wanting to see it. This person is looking for a property that doesn't come on the market very often around here, a townhouse in their budget. So it's something that I've been sending them stuff constantly anytime new properties come up, but they don't really respond that much. There was one time where a really good property came up that he liked, and I was like, hey, let's go see it today, and he said I couldn't, and then I said, okay, can we set up a future one? And no response. So that one kind of just stopped responding completely. I'm going to obviously continue following up, and I'm going to continue doing those searches for him and continuing sending them that stuff in the off chance that he either does eventually purchase. That would again kind of be more of a long-term 1 to 3 month would be my guess if I did convert that one. So that was a medium lead, and then I had one extremely good lead. We've gone on several property tours. She's a great client. She knows what she wants. When we go into a place, after we tour it, she knows right away almost if it's not something that is interests her, and we can mark it off. That one, we do have a couple properties that we're narrowing it down, and I would say I am moderately confident that we're going to close something probably in the next maybe 2 weeks. So I'll give an update on that as well if we do, or write a contract in the next 2 weeks and close in the next 45 days, hopefully. So I'll keep you guys updated on that, because if that closes, that's good. But so those are the 3 calls I've gotten. If we look at the emails I've gotten, what they call nurture leads. One was a $800,000 house that a person wanted information on in the Riverside 5 Points area of Jacksonville. Reached out to this person in multiple different ways: texting, calling, email, sending a video, and no response at all. And actually, even in the inbox in the Zillow, it'll tell you if someone reads your email, and everything that has been sent to her in the Zillow system, which has been a few emails, doesn't show that at all. So I don't know if it was a fake email she gave or just a wrong email, but so I consider that a pretty trashy lead. I have full confidence that lead would lead to absolutely nothing at all, because of the lack of communication, and because it's not even showing that she's getting the emails. So that's one. And then the other one was a lead from Zillow I got, and it literally said that the buyer said she was not ready to talk to a realtor yet. So okay, it's a nurture lead. It's and one I send off where I send a message saying, hey, if there's any questions, ask me. I even put in there, letting her know that it's no pressure, that I work with clients who are 12 months away from buying, so there's no issues. Just let me know if you have any questions, concerns, want information on properties or anything like that, to reach out to me. That person has read the email. They have not responded, but they've read it, and because they've read it, I will continue to follow up, probably maybe every week or 2 weeks, checking in with her and seeing if there's any information she needs to continue that connection, so that when she does need to reach out to someone, she knows that I'm right here. One of the issues I have with Zillow right now, in the first 10 days, is really 2. One is how they run their data in their actual real estate search for what the buyers would be searching for. They show contingent properties as for sale instead of as contingent. And there's also no way to filter those out. You can filter pending out, but you can't filter contingent. That can cause a lot of frustration with buyers, especially the ones that are looking at that and they're saying, hey, I found this property, why aren't you showing me this property? Well, I'm not bringing that property up to you because it's contingent. Like, there's a certain point where right now in this market, they're not going out mostly. Mostly they're staying in. So there's no point in wasting someone's time with a showing of a property like that. And a lot of times the people don't even want to show the property after they have a contract. So that's frustrating, because 2 of the calls that I got were for a property that was contingent. The one, and that kind of starts off on a bad foot, because now Zillow's telling them, hey, you could go see this property and you can put a contract on this property. And then they call me and I'm like, I'm sorry, that property's under contract. Technically, yes, we could go see it, but we're at the back of the line. So it starts off very in a negative light. One of the calls I think took that a little harder, and that's why there's been some issues with them. My really good client really took it in step, and we've now found a property for her in that same complex that is not on the market yet, but it's going to be coming soon that we'll be looking at. So that's okay. But again, it's happened multiple times where even my good client has said, "Oh, hey, I found this property on Zillow," and she sends it to me, and I'm like, "Yeah, I know it says for sale. I'm sorry, it's actually under contract." But I do understand why Zillow does it. Because they want more buyers to see more properties and have those buyers clicking that contact an agent now, because that's how they make money, is through their marketing. So they want more people to be contacting us. Double-edged sword, but again, that's a business model they have, so that's kind of just how it is. The other issue I have with Zillow is this: you're the my agent for a individual. So you are if you get in contact with them via a call, you are quote unquote their agent for 30 days. And you can send them an email and ask them to extend that. So my one issue is this: that if you're sending me these nurture leads saying they're my leads, why would I not be listed as their agent if they do actually select I want to see a tour now? I should be their agent, and if they click they want to see a tour, it should be sent to me. However, the way Zillow does it, someone that they've sent me a nurture lead, if that person goes and is going to click talk to an agent now, they're going to get sent to another agent. I don't understand that. It doesn't make any sense to me. It seems to be kind of like it's double dipping a little bit. And then the other thing with the 30-day my agent is I think that's probably a little too low. I'm not sure why they have it as a 30-day my agent. I think it probably should be at least a 60-day my agent, because that it would just make more sense. I think they try to limit it to 30 days because once that 30 days expires, it then will go to a different agent if that person then at say 35 days says, "Oh, I want to see this property." I think it should be a 60-day, and I think there should be something that's sent to the person who contacted them, the Zillow buyer. Something should be sent to them maybe at 30 days saying, how has the realtor been? Has it been good? Has it been bad? And then if that person says bad, then at that point you could say, okay, then they're shifted off to the my agent. But if there hasn't been any issues, some people don't want to confirm the my agent for a year. So and that could be nitpicky right now. It is obviously 10 days in, so we'll see how it goes as I get more calls. It will adjust in the long term, but those are kind of just the couple things I've seen so far. So okay, I appreciate it. I'll do another check-in. I might wait till the end of the month, or not the end of the month, till the end of my first 30 days to do a full month review. That will give me a better idea on whether I'm going to get a contract with my one good client, and we'll give a little more time for the other two calls to see if they ever start communicating again. But so far not too bad. 1 out of 3 would be really good. That'd be two really good buyers a month, which would translate to 12 good buyers over the course of 6 months, just for the calls. So that theoretically that'd be pretty good. So we'll see how that actually pans out. So I appreciate it, guys. Thank you for following this. I'm doing some other advertising as well. Doing some direct mail that I'm thinking about trying to send, that I am sending out actually, and I want to see if that converts any. I know we're getting to the busy season, so we're getting to that where people will start looking for homes or start listing their homes. So sending out those around this time and seeing how that converts. I'll do a video on that, and we'll follow that process as well. And then if you're an agent someplace, you can see if it's actually going to be effective for you. But besides that, that's all I got for you guys. I appreciate it. Subscribe, like, comment below, follow. I really appreciate it. Have a great day, and until I see you next time, bye.